Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and this is going to be part 3 of my 100 movie watch in 31 days. I'm going to try to make this one a little bit shorter because I know the other ones have run a little long. So we're going to start right into the last movie that I watched from Herschel Gordon Lewis, and I finished up that with Something Weird, which is actually what the company was called. And Something Weird was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Yeah. Alright. Now that's enough of Herschel Gordon Lewis. I kind of was getting burnt out, so I decided to pick on something else. I watched the Massage Parlor Murders. This one really surprised me. I had a blast with this movie. Very, very cool. I really enjoyed it. And then I watched a movie that Joe sent me, which is called Perfect Blue. This movie is outstanding. A total mind trip, and I loved every minute of it. It's a anime slasher. Really cool. Thank you, Joe. Alright, after that, I watched Another Heaven. Some of you will see that on What's in the Bag, Jay, because I reviewed it. If you're interested in my thoughts, check that out. Yeah. Long movie, but really good. Then I watched another movie that Joe sent to me, which is Pumpkinhead. Of course, I've seen Pumpkinhead before, but beautiful transfer from Scream Factory, and it has the slipcover. Yay! Thank you, Joe. Alright. Then I watched Doll Man because I had it sitting out to watch. Since we watched Demonic Toys earlier in the month, I wanted to watch Doll Man, and eventually I wanted to watch Doll Man vs. Demonic Toys, which I have the Blu-ray, which I've seen, but I just didn't get around to it. But Doll Man is fun. I haven't seen it in years. After that, I watched Cinco de Mayo. Now, yeah, we were supposed to watch this on, of course, Cinco de Mayo. This movie sucks. It's terrible. And I don't like to be negative about things, but this movie is just dog crap. Yeah. Sorry. And then I watched Deadly Prey. Now, Joe's been trying to get me to watch this forever, and I finally watched it, and this movie is just a ton of fun. A very cheesy Rambo knockoff, which does have some horror elements. It's like a reverse slasher. And then I followed that up with the sequel, Deadliest Prey. More of the same. Had a blast with this movie. A blast. This is how you make a sequel, in my opinion. Alright. Then I watched Fight for Your Life. Very, this is a movie that you couldn't do today. Yeah, I'll just put it that way. And it is, to me, it's a horror film. It's a home invasion film. So, yeah. Fight for Your Life. Then I watched Desecration. Yeah. I'm not going to talk too much about this. It was kind of a bag of crap. After that, I watched Primal Scream, which I really enjoyed. A little bit offbeat, and not what I was expecting, but I did enjoy it. Yeah, Primal Scream. After that, I watched Tourist Trap Uncut. I love this movie. This movie has so much creep value to it. It's just, I love this movie. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Full Moon goodness. After that, I watched Francesca, which is a giallo, a modern-day giallo, and I loved every minute of it. Fantastic film. I know Brian said something about this for Slashback and Ready, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then continuing on my Mario Bava kick, I watched 5 Dolls for an August Moon, and I'll just say one word, or one name, and that is, oh, why can't I remember the name now? Yeah. I cannot remember the name. I hate when this happens. Yeah. Beautiful Italian woman. Yes. And I can't remember her name. I know her last name is Finette. Yeah. Just brain fart. Yeah. Then I watched Host. Heard a lot of good things about it. Wasn't all that impressed. So, yeah. Host. It was okay. The reason why it's gotten a lot of press is because it's the first movie made in the pandemic. Strictly through StreamYard or streaming services. And then I watched Black Christmas. Now, this is a German edition of the remake, and I love this movie. I love the original. Of course, the remake is a bag of crap. The remake is a bag of crap. But the first two are amazing. Yeah. And then I watched Friday the 13th, Part 1, Uncut. And after that, I watched Friday the 13th, Part 2, because I watch it probably 5 to 10 times a year, because I love it. And I just got into Steelbook, and I'll be watching it again. So, and Muffin lives, by the way. I don't want to hear anybody say anything different. But yeah, that kind of... I'm kind of weird with my Blu-rays and DVDs. If I get them, they don't go in my collection until I've watched them to make sure that they're okay, because I have gotten some defects. And those are the last two I needed to watch on here. So, yeah. It's just the quirk that I have. And then I watched a little bit of Laurie Brewster, which is The Unkindness of Ravens. This is the same guy that did Lord of Tears and a movie that you'll be seeing coming up. And this movie is just, it's amazing. I love it. All right. Then, with the guys, I watched Psycho Goreman, and this is my favorite movie of the year. You heard it? My favorite movie of the year. So far. Psycho Goreman is a ton of fun. All right, guys. After that, I watched another Laurie Brewster film, which is The Black Gloves. Now, this is not a... Sorry, I'm turning the page here. This is not a giallo. This is more of Laurie Brewster's type of visual horror and psychological horror. But this movie was really good. I loved it. Just a fantastic movie. After that, I watched Amityville Vibrator. Now, I did do a review on this because my buddy Rick from Us Only asked me to do one. And Joe asked me to watch it for watch number 69 in my 100 movies. I didn't quite make it with that, but I did watch it and did a review on it. Definitely check it out if you're interested in my thoughts. After that, I watched Slave of the Cannibal God, or Mountain of the Cannibal God. Now, this has Ursula Andress, which was the very first Bond girl. It also has Stacy Keach, and this movie is fantastic. Great cannibal movie. And last, but certainly not least, first time watch, which is Spasmo. Now, this is a Italian giallo, and I had a great time with it. Really a fantastic watch. I do need to rewatch this at some time because I had dozed off and I had to rewind it and watch it again. So I do want to revisit it eventually, but I did really enjoy it. So, yeah. All right, one more part coming, guys, and that'll be 75 to 100 plus. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace.